Imagine this. You're pulled over on a quiet street, the flashing red and blue lights reflecting in your rearview mirror. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and the officer approaches your car. Every word you say or don't say could have real consequences. Knowing exactly what to say before you step out of your vehicle isn't just smart. It could protect your rights and prevent misunderstandings that escalate unnecessarily. But here's the question. If you ever faced a traffic stop, would you know exactly what to say to protect your rights? Let me know in the comments below. According to official reports and legal analysis, every driver in the United States has certain constitutional protections during a traffic stop. The Fourth Amendment guards against unreasonable searches and seizures, and the Fifth Amendment protects you from self-incrimination. What many drivers don't realize is that even small phrases, carefully chosen and calmly spoken, can signal your awareness of these rights, often preventing unnecessary searches or escalations. First, it's crucial to remain calm and polite. Never argue, never reach for anything without announcing it, and always keep your hands visible. One phrase that can make a difference is, "Officer, am I being detained or am I free to leave?" This simple question immediately clarifies your legal status and limits the officer's ability to escalate the stop without cause. Courts have repeatedly recognized that asserting your rights in a respectful manner is protected and does not constitute obstruction. Next, before opening your door, say, "I wish to remain silent." This phrase invokes your Fifth Amendment protection and ensures that anything you say cannot be used against you if the situation escalates. Many drivers unknowingly waive their rights by speaking without caution, which can create complications even in minor traffic stops. Another critical phrase, "May I keep my hands on the steering wheel?" Officers often instruct drivers to remove their hands, which can create unnecessary tension. By stating your intention clearly, you assert control while maintaining safety and cooperation. Courts have noted that clear communication during stops reduces the risk of misunderstandings and protects both the officer and the driver. Fourth, when asked to step out of the car, calmly say, "I'm happy to comply, but I would like to know the reason." This request is both polite and legally prudent. It allows you to comply while asserting your right to understand the legal basis for the action. Legal analysts highlight that asking such questions respectfully is within your rights and can prevent claims of noncompliance. Finally, if the officer claims suspicion of illegal substances or items, calmly state, "I do not consent to any searches." This phrase is simple but powerful. Consent is a key factor in Fourth Amendment protections. Without explicit consent, searches typically require probable cause or a warrant. Even if the officer proceeds, asserting your non-consent preserves your rights for any future legal proceedings. In my legal analysis, these 5 phrases are not about evading the law. They are about protecting yourself while remaining fully compliant. Many legal cases have demonstrated that drivers who assert their rights calmly are more likely to have stops resolved without escalation. It's not confrontation. It's clarity, respect, and awareness of your rights. The long-term implications are clear. Knowing what to say can prevent unnecessary searches, protect against self-incrimination, and reduce the risk of legal complications. Drivers often overlook these simple steps, yet they form the foundation of lawful, responsible conduct during traffic stops. So, the next time you are stopped, remember, your words matter. Your rights are real. Your calm, informed approach can make the difference between a routine stop and a stressful legal situation. Do you think knowing these phrases could actually change the outcome of a traffic stop? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for updates, and comment which topic you want our next video to cover. Staying informed isn't just smart, it's your right. Imagine this. A driver pulls over, and the officer leans in, asking questions about where they've been or what's in the car. Most people panic, fumbling with words or documents. But in my legal analysis, even small missteps, like speaking without thought or failing to assert your rights, can have consequences, even during minor stops. Understanding exactly what to say and when puts control back in your hands without ever defying the law. Consider a scenario where an officer claims they smell marijuana. Many drivers instinctively apologize or admit to things unnecessarily. By calmly stating, "I do not consent to any searches," you are legally preserving your Fourth Amendment rights. There is a strong constitutional argument that verbal consent, or lack thereof, can determine whether any subsequent search is lawful. Courts would likely examine whether the driver knowingly waived their rights or maintained them responsibly. Another common situation occurs when an officer asks to see your documents. Instead of reaching blindly, you can say, "Officer, I will retrieve my license and registration slowly while keeping my hands visible." This phrasing signals compliance, reduces tension, and communicates awareness of safety procedures, both for you and the officer. Historical records of traffic stop litigation show that clear communication and cautious movements significantly reduce the likelihood of escalations. Let's also analyze the timing of these statements. Saying the right phrase at the right moment, before stepping out of the vehicle or before answering probing questions, can be critical. One interpretation is that asserting rights calmly before any searches begin strengthens your legal position. Another perspective raised in court is that polite refusal to consent can prevent evidence collected without proper cause from being admissible. This is why timing and phrasing are just as important as the words themselves. The political reality also matters. Law enforcement agencies nationwide are increasingly trained to respect citizens' constitutional rights during routine stops. However, knowledge gaps still exist, and misunderstandings can occur. By equipping yourself with these 5 phrases, you're not challenging the law, you're navigating it effectively. Legal experts emphasize that educated compliance benefits both drivers and officers alike, reducing potential conflicts and fostering accountability. Finally, let's consider the long-term impact of consistently using these practices. Drivers who know their rights and assert them respectfully tend to experience fewer unnecessary searches, lower risk of traffic-related litigation, and clearer outcomes in court if disputes arise. This is not about confrontation, it's about lawful self-protection and informed behavior. Now here's a question for you. If you were pulled over tonight, which of these phrases would you feel most confident saying first, and why? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's look at what happens when these phrases aren't used. According to official court records, many traffic stops escalate simply because drivers spoke too quickly, admitted too much, or didn't assert their rights. One case involved a routine stop for a broken taillight. The officer claimed they smelled marijuana, and the driver immediately explained that a friend had visited earlier. Without asserting their legal boundaries, the subsequent search led to evidence being collected and a long, costly legal battle. In my legal analysis, had the driver calmly stated, "I do not consent to any searches," the Fourth Amendment protections would have been preserved. Courts have consistently examined whether consent was given knowingly, voluntarily, and without coercion. By clearly communicating your rights from the start, you strengthen your position and reduce legal risks. Another perspective raised in traffic court is that officers are trained to document refusals politely, which can serve as protective evidence for drivers if disputes arise later. It's also worth noting the historical context. Traffic stop procedures have evolved significantly over the past decades. Supreme Court precedent, such as Arizona v. Gant and Miranda v. Arizona, underscores that drivers maintain constitutional protections even during seemingly routine stops. This legal framework provides the foundation for using these 5 simple phrases effectively. Practical consequences for lawful drivers are straightforward. When used correctly, these phrases can prevent unlawful searches, reduce misunderstandings, and protect your rights without confrontation. Legal risks of non-compliance, on the other hand, include evidence being used against you, fines, or even unnecessary detentions. My recommendation is always to act responsibly, know your rights, and communicate clearly. The political reality is also important. Departments are increasingly scrutinized for improper stops or searches, and public awareness of rights is higher than ever. Lawful, informed drivers who know how to respond can help reinforce accountability while staying safe. Supporters of law enforcement training emphasize that understanding both sides, officers' duties and citizens' rights, creates a safer, more respectful environment. So, as a driver, what does this mean for you long-term? Consistently using these legal phrases can reduce unnecessary legal entanglements, ensure compliance with the law, and protect your personal freedoms. The key is remaining calm, respectful, and informed. Your words are your first line of defense. Here's my question for you. If you were stopped right now, which of the 5 phrases would you use first, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences can help others navigate these stops safely. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to stay updated on our latest legal insights. Comment below what topic you want our next video to cover. We'll explore it in the same detailed, professional way. Remember, knowing your rights isn't just smart, it's essential. Knowledge protects you. Words protect you. Your rights protect you. Use them wisely.